The Great Depression was a severe worldwide economic downturn that began in the late 1920s and lasted throughout the 1930s. It was the longest and most widespread depression of the 20th century, profoundly affecting millions of people across the globe. Here's an overview of why and how it happened. What was the Great Depression? It was a period of economic hardship marked by massive unemployment, sharp declines in industrial production, severe deflation, falling prices. The financial system collapses, including the failure of many banks, widespread poverty and hunger. Why and how did it happen? 1. Stock market crash of 1929. What happened? On October 29, 1929, Black Tuesday, the U.S. stock market crashed. This crash wiped out billions of dollars in wealth and destroyed investor confidence. Why it mattered? Many people had bought stocks on credit, using loans. When stock prices plummeted, they couldn't repay their debts, leading to bankruptcies. 2. Banking system failures. What happened? Thousands of banks failed because they couldn't recover loans made to businesses and individuals. Bank runs, people rushing to withdraw their savings, worsened the situation. Why it mattered? The loss of savings reduced consumer spending and investment, crippling the economy further. 3. Overproduction and underconsumption. What happened? Industries and farms were producing more goods than people could afford to buy. Why it mattered? Surpluses led to falling prices and profits, forcing businesses to cut jobs and wages. 4. Weak international trade. What happened? After World War I, countries struggled with debt and economic recovery. The U.S. imposed high tariffs, e.g. Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930, leading to trade wars. Why it mattered? Global trade slowed dramatically, worsening economic conditions worldwide. 5. Monetary policy mistakes. What happened? The Federal Reserve raised interest rates in the early 1930s, restricting the money supply. Why it mattered? This reduced lending and spending, deepening the economic contraction. 6. Inequality and debt. What happened? Wealth was concentrated in the hands of a few, leaving most people with little disposable income. Many households and businesses were deeply in debt due to easy credit in the 1920s. Why it mattered? When the economy slowed, debt defaults skyrocketed, leading to a cascade of failures. Impact. By 1933, unemployment in the U.S. was at 25%. Global trade fell by 60%. Millions were homeless, with people living in makeshift camps called Hoovervilles. End of the Great Depression. The Great Depression began to lift in the late 1930s, partly due to government programs like the New Deal in the U.S., which created jobs and stimulated the economy. World War II, which led to massive industrial production and job creation. To prevent another Great Depression, America has taken steps to build a more resilient economic system, but ongoing vigilance and reforms are essential. Here are some key measures to ensure such an economic catastrophe doesn't happen again. 1. Strengthen financial regulation. What's been done? The creation of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, in 1934, to regulate the stock market and prevent abuses like insider trading and speculation. The Dodd-Frank Act 2010 introduced stricter rules for financial institutions after the 2008 crisis. What more can be done? Continually update financial regulations to address new risks, such as those posed by cryptocurrency and high-frequency trading. Strengthen oversight of too-big-to-fail institutions. 2. Protect the banking system. What's been done? The establishment of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, in 1933, which ensures deposits preventing panic-driven bank runs. What more can be done? Ensure that banks maintain strong capital reserves to withstand financial shocks. Monitor and regulate emerging risks in non-traditional banking sectors, e.g. fintech companies. 3. Maintain economic safety nets. What's been done? Programs like Social Security, unemployment insurance, and food assistance help people during economic downturns. What more can be done? Expand and modernize safety net programs to keep pace with economic changes, ensuring vulnerable populations are protected. Provide targeted support to industries and workers during economic disruptions. 4. Foster fair trade and global cooperation. What's been done? Institutions like the World Trade Organization, WTO, and agreements like the GATT, General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, promote global economic stability. What more can be done? Avoid trade wars by engaging in multilateral discussions to resolve disputes. Strengthen alliances to ensure stable global supply chains. 5. Stabilize the economy with monetary and fiscal policy. What's been done? The Federal Reserve uses adjusting interest rates and quantitative easing to manage inflation and economic growth. The government can use fiscal policies like stimulus packages during downturns. What more can be done? Improve coordination between monetary and fiscal policies to respond swiftly to crises. Ensure policies are equitable, benefiting all sectors and demographics. 6. Promote economic equity. What's been done? Programs like the minimum wage and tax credits aim to reduce income inequality. What more can be done? Address wealth concentration by reforming the tax code to ensure fairness. Invest in education, job training, and infrastructure to create opportunities for all. 7. Encourage financial literacy. What's been done? Efforts by schools, nonprofits, and financial institutions to teach people about budgeting, saving, and investing. What more can be done? Integrate financial literacy into school curriculums nationwide. Provide free resources to educate consumers about avoiding excessive debt and financial fraud. 8. Monitor and address emerging risks. Why it matters. New technologies, industries, and economic trends, e.g., AI, climate change, and globalization, bring opportunities and risks. What can be done? Create task forces to identify and mitigate emerging economic risks. Support innovation while regulating potentially destabilizing industries. 9. Maintain public trust. Why it matters. Confidence in government institutions, the banking system, and financial markets prevents panic during downturns. What can be done? Enhance transparency in decision-making by financial institutions and governments. Communicate effectively with the public during crises to avoid misinformation. Conclusion. Preventing another Great Depression requires a proactive approach that balances innovation and regulation, safeguards the financial system, and promotes social equity. By learning from history and staying adaptable, the U.S. can build a robust and resilient economy that benefits everyone.